Hi, good evening, guys. This is David from Trendy Lemonade Marketing Group and in collaboration with Art and Sound Marketing. This video is to explain to you how to set up a digital marketing campaign on the Google Ads platform for your website. We're going to be using the online editor for now, and I will add a separate video for how to do it on the Google Ads editor, as you can see right there. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to need is to decide what is going to be our landing page within our website. Since my website only has one page so far, I'm still working on this website. I'm going to just use this one as a landing page. From then, we have to decide our target location. And since I'm going to be doing marketing in English, I'm going to choose as many English speaking countries or as many um, English speaking regions that I can find. For example, India is a good one, even though their primary language is not English. There's many dialects, but they use English as a common base for most of the country. So I think that's important to notice that if you are going to um, only choose a small region, then it's going to be significantly more difficult to find the clicks at the price that you want them. So now that we have that sorted out, let's continue with. So we have our landing page URL. We have chosen our um, our locations, which I'm going to use the largest English speaking countries. And we need to decide our budget. Since for this test, I only have 100 Mexican pesos, which is how much I've added to this account just for to test it out. I think it's something like $5. So that's what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to try to generate a lead that gets me at least double that, at least a $10 service. That way, I can reinvest in advertising, and I can continue to get leads. This is going to get the ball rolling. This campaign is actually for our brand, and it's actually going to help us to generate leads. This is something that we're actually going to use. So I think it's really important that we get that we start generating traffic for that website. We've chosen the budget, which I'm going to do 10 pesos per day. And what else do we need? Target location. I'm probably gonna edit out all of this time that I'm wasting thinking. Target location, URL. Oh yeah. Usually, the fourth thing that I ask for is this 10-digit number, but since it is my account, then I don't need it. Those are the only facts that I need. So let's continue with the next phase. Once I've decided all of the settings for my campaign, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to gather the keywords. I like to start with the keywords right away because they're kind of um, it helps me to get in the mood to continue with the rest of the campaign because I do so many. It is I've developed a small system just to not get just to get into working right away. So to me, this is the meat. This is the meat of the campaign. So let's get right to the meat. I'm going to start with some digital, some keywords. I'm actually going to start with one, and we can set it here. I'm going to put English as a language, and let's see what we can get. And my apologies, it is a little hot, so I'm going to be grabbing some tissue. So let's take a look at the keywords and see if there are any insights that I can share with you so that you can improve the way that you look for keywords. I like to include the search partners. I will do a test, A and B test with and without Google search partners, just because I haven't done that test yet, and I would really like to see what the difference in traffic is, especially the quality. So let's continue with the keywords. Digital marketing agency. I'm just gonna start. These are broaden your search, marketing agency. So we can fit up to 10 terms. So let's try to get those. And I'm going to order it by the average monthly searches. Agency website design. Well, this one I'm not going to choose because our agency doesn't provide the website design as of yet, but we're going to hire somebody to do that very, very soon. I'm going to move this just a little bit so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, internet marketing services is a good one. Digital agency, marketing company. Digital marketing in Google. That's trending. It's pretty cool. Search engine marketers. So as I'm doing this, it's important to note some trends that are happening. So ad groups, right? You have a campaign and you can add several ad groups. Ad groups are basically small tests or um, groups of similar words. And it could be very subjective how you add them and what you consider to be a group of words. Um, so you have to kind of train yourself to see which combination of words should be separated, and when they are very very similar terms, um, it has all to do with your with the wording of your ad. So, for example, if you are doing a campaign for teaching English services, well, you have the school and you also have the teachers, right? Which you can provide freelancing services just from the teachers. So, if you were to do that, then you would separate the groups, um, and based on those keywords is how your ads are going to be. For example, keywords that have to do with learning, um, hire our services at this school, and you promote the name of the school. And then it's hire our teachers, and then it'll be like keywords like hire teachers, freelancing teachers, teach English online, learn English online, private tutor. So those will be one group, and then it'll be in another group. It'll be English school, English institution. So that's what I mean by ad groups and grouping the words, right? You can do a lot more tests. A lot of the time, my clients tell me about their competition, and it's a little bit hard to understand the concept of competition. If you are competing on the same platform, then that's direct competition. If you guys are not competing, like let's say that I have a another digital marketing agency with another friend, and they're in New York. Since our traffic will not overlap, we're not necessarily direct competitors. So if you have a business in your city that does um, the same service as you, they're not necessarily your competitors on the online marketing. even though they are on your foot traffic. So I might have um, gone on a tangent a little bit. But let's continue back with the keywords, right? So I'm trying to notice which of the keywords and how they're grouped. So agency is a good one. Company, I might make another ad group for company and another one for marketers, depending on which of these keywords um, have the most traffic. So marketing agency, social media, also something that we do. Digital marketing services. So we have services, agency, company, marketers. I'm starting to see some patterns. It's showing rows of 500. So after that, it really drops from 22,000 monthly searches to 8,000. I think we can get some pretty good ones over here. Internet marketing company. I think I already have something very similar, so I want to try something very different. Media marketing company, online marketing agency. Do I have some similar words? Online marketing agency. Let's add this one. Yeah, I want this one because it has online. So let's try that. You don't need to add too many keywords. Digital marketing, online marketing, marketing agency. Okay, so I think we have some pretty good ones. Digital marketing providers, digital marketing, online marketing. So the competition for these, I think these might be too broad because somebody might be looking up just definitions of what is digital marketing. It's very risky. I think if I include keywords that explicitly say agency, then I have a higher probability that somebody is actually looking to hire these services, as opposed to if I add these that have a lot more traffic, a lot more searches, but they're kind of vague, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be quality traffic. Top of page bid 97. So as you can see here, it's quite expensive to advertise on those. I might add this one, digital marketing, because the low bid is 3 pesos. So I think this one might be a good one. So now let's download the keyword ideas into a Google Sheet. Now there was a reason why I didn't use Google Sheets. I think there's some things that you can't do. Hmm, let's just try it on Google Sheets. So it should be opening now. I'll pause this while it opens. Still preparing the report. So our next job is to choose our ad groups. Basically, we just have to group our keywords however we want to group them. This could be the tricky part, actually. Oh, yeah, I remember why I used to download it. because it's hard to. Okay, I'm gonna try. The reason why I download it with the Excel instead of this sheet is because I can't sort it by number. By yeah, I can't sort it by traffic, by average monthly searches. Maybe if I click here. No, I'll just download it in Excel. It'll be a lot easier. I'll pause it while it loads. Okay, so we have our Excel sheet with the keywords, and now let's filter them. And now we can arrange by largest to smallest. Oops. Okay, so these are our keywords. I am going to add them to this notepad. So digital marketing, definitely a good one. This is the one we said because the reason I'm choosing this one, even though it's kind of vague, is because of the low page vid is very low. So I'm gonna be able to use this one. I wouldn't use this one. Online marketing is vague, and the top of page vid is high, and the competition is medium, and the average monthly searches are less. So no, online marketing agency, yeah, website design agency. SEO companies, yes, we provide SEO services. But I think I might make a separate one just because the SEO services are so different than most of the other types of marketing. So very specialized marketings like SEO. I'm gonna do another. Um, okay, maybe I can try the SEO with the offline editor. So we'll leave SEO for now. Google Digital Marketing Course, digital agency. Hmm. Digital agency. Digital marketing and Google. Yes, we provide this. So I might cut a lot of this part out just because, to save time in the video when I actually show it. So I'm sure I'm going to at least speed this up. Search engine marketers. Digital marketing. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, it's a similar situation than with the school. I'm going to do one for the person, which would be, for example, search engine marketer. And I'm going to do one for the company, consultant. So, for example, things like consultant and things like that will be its own one. And that way, in the ads, I can advertise it as a consultant, and then I can do one as just the agency. So I think that's going to be our two ad groups strategy for online marketing. Specialist, this would go in the other category. Okay, so here are our two groups. I'm going to add a few words, especially to the second group, that I would like to test. Search engine marketers, digital marketing. I think those are it. Okay, so now that we have our keywords, there's something that a lot of agencies don't do. They're kind of missing out on this. And that's match type testing. So there are four match types. There is the broad match, which is what you are seeing right now. It's the word, the keyword without any type of symbol. Then there are broad modified, which it's kind of hard to explain precisely how it would work with the symbols, but basically any word that you can make some of these words mandatory basically by adding a plus sign. So that way, whatever match you get, it has to include that word. Um, I don't think it needs to be in the same order, but I'll make a separate video about match types. So for now, all you need to know is that we are going to test for match types. So I'm going to line all of these up. That looks fine. And I'll make copies of them so that I can add these symbols. So I'm going to try broad match type, broad modified, phrase match, and exact match. Broad broad match is when you add these plus symbols to everything. I don't like to add the plus sign to some of the words like in or at. because I don't think they're necessary. So just add it to all of the other content words. So add the plus sign right there, and you have your broad modified match type. Next, we're going to do the phrase match, which are in quotes. And finally, we would do the exact match. Making a small campaign, but as you can see, this can get very, very tedious in large campaigns. And here is our exact match. And that one's done. We have our broad match modified, phrase match, and exact match. So let's do it for our second ad group. And our keyword research is finished with that. So we have our keywords, and now we need ads. So very cool. We're done with that. That's basically like half of building the campaigns. That's half of the work right there. So now let's start with the campaign. There are several types of campaigns. If you have a service, I highly recommend that you use call only ads or call ads. I think now that they're only called like that by Google. So the reason is because you're going to start getting some very direct leads. The user clicks on the ad and makes a call to your phone number, which is absolutely great because then you don't have to worry about the landing page. If it's under construction, like mine is, then that's also a plus. You can just leave it like that. Keep working the landing page as you are already getting the traffic for it, and it's going to make a call directly to your business phone. So definitely recommend them. I'm going to add a new campaign, and I'm going to choose leads. I'm trying to get a search campaign. So we click on search. It says select the ways you'd like to reach your goal. Uh, Phone calls, website visit. It says what's your website? So Trendy Lemonade, phone calls in Mexico, which is where I currently reside. And the phone number. And tracking, we'll talk about tracking at a later date, but also very important. So this is now us setting up the ad groups. I'm going to do the ad group will be named. Did I name the campaign? I don't remember if I named the campaign. Campaign. Okay, right here is the campaign name. I like to always add when I'm working for other businesses. I tend to add the name of my business, just so I know when I'm coming back to a client. I can tell right away that it's my own work. So we're gonna name this 01, and then our agency name, Trendy Lemonade. And I like to put a few more details. For example, the location. I'm going to put English speaking. English speaking. Maybe some note about the budget. This will be my low budget. Or I think I'm going to do search because the other one's going to be call only. So search network, display network. The display network is for image ads, so we really shouldn't add that one. The search network, I'm going to do one with the search network and another one without it. So countries and territories. This is where we get to choose the enter locations. I'm going to do USA. Let's say Kingdom. Let's say whether large speaking Canada. So this part is actually really slow for on the online. In the offline editor, I already have a bunch of lists of just countries that with different characteristics. For example, large populations of English speaking populate people. So I'm just gonna add these three, and I'll add the rest later with the offline editor. So this will just be the part where you take care of the location. People in or who show interest in your target locations is fine. People exclude people in your excluded locations recommended. So English, the languages will be English only. And audiences, I don't think we need that for search campaigns. The bidding and the budget, I had already decided previously, is going to be you want to spend each day, I'm going to spend 10 pesos. The bidding will be for clicks. There are others. Select the bidding strategy. So I like to select the bidding strategy manual CPC because I have control over everything of all the bidding. So I really recommend that if you know what you're doing. I just want to put some dashes here so that it looks yeah, it looks nicer. Yeah, it looks nice. And then we get to choose our extensions. So we have several different extensions. The first one, let's just go down the list. The structured snippet extension gives us, it really just gives the ad more prominence. It makes it the ad a lot bigger. It takes up some more space on the page. So, which is great. So let's go ahead and do that one. Structured snippet to your ad. I'm gonna move me over here and new structured snippet. In English, the header type is going to be our services catalog. And let's add some services like Google Ad Setup, Facebook Ad Setup, LinkedIn What else do we do? We do a lot of things. Graphic design, YouTube campaigns, which are doing really, really great lately. If um, if you guys are into the whole YouTube, YouTube campaigns are great for a lot of things like products, promoting music. There's a lot of tricks. I might do a separate video just about YouTube campaigns. So, marketing strategy. You can add up to 10. Budget planning, Bing ads, social media, SEO, and that's basically it. So that's going to give our ad a lot more prominence. It's going to be cool. Lead form extension. Not in this case. It can make your ad more prominent, and it basically asks the users for their email, first name, last name, things like that. Message extensions. I haven't tried this one. I might try promotions, extensions, price, locations. Let's try the message extension because I haven't tried that one before. I hope they have it for Mexico. So I guess you can schedule it. Let's not worry about the scheduling. Oh no, sorry about that. See if I can make it pretty. And I'll just leave the default. It says an error occurred. Maybe it's I have to enter it right as they want it. Let's try that. Nope. That might be one of the reasons why I haven't tried this one. It doesn't work. So let's just save and continue. Next is going to ask us to create the ads. So our ad group name, our group type is standard. Here we can try different types of ad groups. The dynamic basically gets the data, all of the headlines and descriptions directly from your page. So I'm going to just try this the standard one because my pages are not completely finished. So next we get to name the ad group. Try to choose something that is going to let you know what type of ad group it is. I'm going to do 01. Um, The words were agency, and then I'll do another ad group that is expert or consultant. The maximum bid I'm going to set at, well, if I'm doing 10 pesos a day and I want at least 5 clicks, and for one of those 5 clicks to call me, then I'm going to do 2 pesos per day. It's already added a bunch on marketing. A bunch of keywords, but since I already did my research, I'm going to delete that and add the keywords, only the ones that I wanted. And let's add those. And let's add another ad group. And it's going to be 02. What did I say it was? Consultant 2. And let's add our keywords. Then we save and continue. And next, we're going to create our ads. So in search campaigns, you need two types of ads and 3 total ads for each one of the ad groups in order for it to function. So let's write a headline. Usually the headline number 2, I already know what I'm going to do. It's going to be the name of this is called a keyword insertion. I think it allows you to do it by just clicking. Okay. So this is a keyword insertion, very important. What it does is that whatever the user typed into their Google search bar, um, that's going to appear here instead of that headline. It's going to be replaced. If the query is too long, for example, is like, where can I find a really good marketing strategist for my new company? Well, that's too many characters to fit in here. So that it's just going to show whatever is in the parentheses. So let's check it out. So, Trendy Lemonade Marketing, the name of the group. In the B test ad, I'm going to do the same thing, but without the keyword insertion. So, next is going to be a headline. And we want to be very, very direct with our first headline. It's what are we offering? We're offering um, more exposure for your company. Those 30 characters. Here we have 25 characters. And in the third headline, I try to put a benefit or another reason to. Sometimes, if I'm doing a product, I'll put the price on it. Why? Because whoever sees that ad, they already know how much they need to invest in order to buy my product. So I can assume that anybody clicking on that ad, well, they already know how much I charge. So that could be a good one. It could be something to try. And let me just think a moment before I make the decision. Okay. And let's choose a path. Sometimes Google picks up on these words that are written in the path. So let's just put And then we get to choose our descriptions. We get 90 characters. I like to make it something that is optimized for people and not for the algorithm, for the Google algorithm. So I like to use very, very plain words, something that the users can actually understand. So something like, and it's recommended that you use title case because it's a little bit more eye catching, basically. Oh, 90 characters right on the dot. Amazing. All right. So in the second part, I like to put a strong call to action. So, for example, click here now, something like that. Any promotions as well. Wow, 290 character ones. Amazing. Okay. So I could. Uh, I'm a perfectionist, and I like to actually. I would if this was a project for one of um, somebody else's company, I would probably be more meticulous about this, and I would choose the wording very carefully, using all the psychology that we know from marketing. I would make sure that all of these phrases evoke some type of emotion, which is basically what we want to do with marketing. So, just a quick tip, spend some time trying to perfect these words if you are doing it for yourself. And then we hit save and continue, and we make our second ad. Huh? See if we can go back. Congratulations, your campaign is ready. Well, it seems that we can't go back, so I'll just. Oh, here it is. No ads. Okay, I'll just add the other ad after I create the campaign. So basically, that's it. Let's check out our ads. Okay, so Here's our ad. We need another text ad. Let's go through that real quick. That's a weird bug. Oh, it's a spider. And now it lives in my computer. Okay. I'm trying to avoid duplicating the word marketing too many times because it tends to get very annoying if you just repeat the same word over and over. So, as I stated before, I'm going to take away the keyword insertion here and I'm going to add it over here. That was a mistake. Click on the phone number. That is great. So now we have a responsive search ad. The responsive search ad mixes and matches 15 different headlines and four different descriptions, and it tries to find the best possible combination. So, as you can see here, we already have a bunch of headlines that are already added. We just need to add um, something like seven more headlines. So here we have our different headlines. Our descriptions have already been added. So we click on save the ad and we go to our second ad group. As you can see, the ads are still being under review. So let's check out some ads for the consultant. So I'm only going to change a few things because, well, this is our B test ad. So this one's going to be how about okay? So we finished the last ad, and as you can see here, we have six ads, two for each one of the, three for each one of the ad groups. So we did the only thing that we are missing is I think a few extensions that were not available right away. And those are site link extensions, which link to other parts of the website. Right now, I don't have any other parts of the website, but if I did, I would be linking them. For example, the about page, the blog, links to some of my work. Um, and just basically any other part of the website we can link it through site link extensions. So since I don't have that right now, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that part, and I'm going to add the ones that I do have, which are called call out extensions. Again, they're just to make it the ad fluffier, to make it a lot more prominent, to make it bigger, and to have it stand out. So I'm going to add it for the whole campaign instead of each one of the individual ad groups. And they're going to be things like the benefits that you can gain from my services. I don't want to be too repetitive, so let me think of something. $0. Let's see if that works. So we'll add those. Budget 10 Mexican pesos, 2 pesos maximum CPC. We have our extensions, we have our keywords, we have our ads. Let's double check the settings to make sure that we're not making any mistakes. Manual CPC, leads. Let's check out the keywords. So all of these are edgeable with 2 pesos. If there was a problem with the budget of each one of the keywords, then it would say, and it might still say, um, budget too low, or not enough searches, something like that. So as you can see here, all of our keywords are eligible. None of them have a problem with the budget. We have both exact, phrase, broad, and broad match modified keywords. So our keyword strategy is solid. Our locations, pretty solid as well. We are targeting US, Canada, and UK, and our campaign is ready to run. So I'm not sure how much time that was. It does take a little bit of time. You might spend a few hours. It doesn't have to be too much time. I don't think I took more than 3 hours to make this. So if you do want to have a high quality um, campaign, you might think a little bit more about what you are writing. I did it kind of quickly just because we needed to get this out here. So now we are going to start getting calls to the phone number that I provided, and the campaign is ready to run. So on behalf of Trendy Lemonade Marketing and Art and Sound Marketing collaboration, signing off. This is David. Thank you so much for staying. Make sure that you click the subscribe button. Make sure that you add us on all the social media. Uh, and if you would like for us to do this kind of work for you, then make sure to contact us. I'm sure that you can find the web page from the video. So let's keep in touch, guys. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day. Bye bye.